hungover from last night. But
Yeah.
it makes a little bit more sense now.
By the way, I don't know if Bo knows that. We'll get into that also here in a second. Where's my fucking intro, dude?
Do an intro. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
do an
think
intro.
avocado.
What's that?
You think it can go good on an avocado?
You think you can go get an avocado? Yeah, get an avocado. I don't give a shit.
No, I said you think bacon goes good with avocado.
Oh,
Yeah, that actually sounds really good.
I'm about to put this John on this fucking piece of toast.
Do it, dude.
I had a shake from Sonic one time that was peanut butter and bacon, and that was actually pretty good.
Yo, that's cat, bro. A shake.
All right, we're doing the fucking intro. We're doing the fucking intro, you tomato fucks. Welcome back to the Ketchup Podcast, where every week, welcome back. This is the first one. Where every week, I catch up with my closest friends. I'm your host, Seth Aaron Shoemaker, and joining me this week is my best friends, Joel Hupfless and Bo Henniger. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Bo's eating food. Bo, do you know where Joel's at right now?
Am I fucking like Paris or some stupid shit?
Yeah, what the hell? You were supposed to come visit me this summer, and instead you went across the fucking world to Europe.
Well, actually, that wasn't the summer. I waited till the fall.
Fucking got
in
you
the
there.
fall already?
I couldn't go anywhere. I actually, so whenever I was in Italy in March when COVID hit, that was where Italy was hit hard. And I feel like I'm just a bad luck every time I go anywhere, because my third day there, everything got, it was shut down, illegal to go outside unless you were like walking a dog or something. And all my planes got canceled. Had to get a train to Switzerland to get back. And so then I got back in quarantine. Everything was good, except for online school. But then the summer hit, and like my family goes to Arkansas every year. Well, Seth knows that. I don't know if Bo knows that, but to play music. And we get down to Arkansas. First day there, Governor Kelly puts a travel ban on Arkansas, and none of my family can come. I'm with my grandparents and my aunt, and none of my it was going to be a huge thing. My uncle and aunt and all their kids were coming down. My dad and stepmom and all my siblings were coming down. I mean, it was going to be a big deal this summer. And next thing you know, everybody had to quarantine who went back, but I didn't. It was just like bad luck everywhere I went.
It feels crazy that it's been like 6 months of this bullshit already. Like we're like halfway into September right now. Like 2 days ago, I just realized we were in September. I had no idea. It's time is fucked in this COVID world. Yeah. Bo, how you doing? How's your fucking... Well, COVID in Kansas is just totally different than COVID out here.
There's fucking nothing here, bro. I do the same shit every day.
Right.
Yep.
It's
really like nothing different in Kansas.
I don't think I can even go to a restaurant yet. What's Italy doing? Because I know you guys had it hard, but like, is everything chill? Francesca, how is...
It's pretty much fine. I mean, yeah. People don't worry about it too much anymore.
They opened stuff back up. Before, they were on lockdown, at the start.
Yeah.
But up to, a couple months ago, you started, a month ago.
Was like June?
June or July or something. July, they started opening up restaurants again and doing pretty much everything. They only had like 100 and some cases a day.
Clubs and stuff like that, then they closed them again.
That's crazy that you guys got like hit the hardest and immediately like just got your shit together and got it figured out. Whereas,
well, we did a really hard lockdown. Like we couldn't leave the house like at all. Like we couldn't go anywhere.
That's the difference between America and Italy. Okay, so the majority of the population is older in Italy, and so they kind of took it a little more serious, I think, in that aspect. And also the fact that they're not Americans plays a huge part, because it interrupts and interferes with our human rights. to not be able to go wherever we want.
Right.
They, on the other hand, understand what the hell's going on and get the shit done,
We're a little more yeehaw about our constitutional rights.
Yeah.
We get up in arms about that a bit.
Yeah.
Huh.
A little
Which,
bit.
like, I get, I mean, it's kind of the beauty of this nation, but it's also kind of the hell and downfall of it. It's just like, do whatever you want. And then when we're in bad times, we're still doing whatever we want, where there's no unification to get behind anything. I don't even know what the unification should be, really.
No.
It's just been going on for too damn long. I'm just tired of it, man. So we were supposed to have a fucking fourth person on here. I forgot how to count. I almost said third. We were supposed to have a
deep throated this bacon.
Was it hot? Not like sexual, but like still like hot from the pan.
Yeah, bro.
Why would you do that to yourself?
This shit go hard. I love this shit.
What is it again? You're just eating avocado toast and bacon?
Avocado toast, bacon, and scrambled eggs. I'm like that.
That's hot. So for any, all two of the viewers that are watching this, it's like, so it's 9 a.m. here, 11 a.m. where Bo's at, and like 6, 7 o'clock. Where are you at?
5 p.m. and
5?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotcha. So you're like alive and like not dead from the day, but also awake from.
I'm pretty dead from the day.
Are you still jet lagged?
Well, it's just we are in quarantine, so I'm allowed to go. Well, Francesca can do whatever the hell she wants because she's Italian. I can go to the marketplace.
Uh-huh.
And
that's it.
If I'm not at the marketplace, I'm watching Netflix, eating, or doing homework. So it takes it out of you.
I didn't even think of like. So you're at Emporia, right? Still.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about doing Emporia classes while you're in England.
Well, it's not bad. I wanted to do all online this semester, so I didn't have to worry about shutting back down. And actually, which I absolutely hate online classes. Like, that was my Achilles heel last semester was I don't know when everything's due. I feel like I'm always missing something. And so I'm like, okay, one semester of pure online classes. That way I don't have to worry about anything. And it was the best decision I think I've made so far in my college career because I can get ahead quite a bit.
So they're not like Zoom meeting classes, or they kind of work at your own pace type of shit?
Yeah, one of my classes is a Zoom class because my professor, it was going to be a hybrid. You could go into the classroom or Zoom. Well, my professor is like 70 years old and he doesn't want to go to the school. And so we're just purely Zooming. And then the other 3 classes are online.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So backing up before we got into this, we were supposed to have a fourth person on this call. I got a text from her at like 4 a.m. I think she just picked up a nighttime delivery job. And I think she probably passed out right now and has totally forgot about this. So maybe she'll wake up and like freak out and join the call in the middle of this, and then we'll have a surprise fourth guest. But until then, it's just me and the boys. I've kind of missed this. I've missed you guys both.
Band buddies.
What's that?
Stop biting me, you stupid. Sorry.
The three of us were never like a group back in high school, but like individually, we all kind of hung out.
Yeah, like I hung out with you quite a bit. I hung out with Bo quite a bit, in like band and sports. But I don't think us 3 ever hung out.
Right. Hard mistake.
Kind of weird.
What's up? Yeah, it's very weird. What's your shirt, Bo?
It says Black Fury.
Is that from is that like golf or anything?
It's golf, yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's the Black Panther stuff.
Ah, shit, dude. I gotta watch that. Have you guys watched that since Chadwick passed?
Not since he died, but I watched it.
Well, that's a whole different Black Panther. I was talking about the Black Panther Party.
Oh, totally different. Oh, gotcha. Like the fucking gang
Bad
from the
performance,
60s
Pepper
that Charles Manson murdered a member of? What are you talking about? The Black Panthers.
Yeah, bro. That's what Black Fury's from.
So you're a Black Panther gang member.
Yeah, I'm a gang member, bro.
Gang.
You want to see the gang sign? No, I probably shouldn't throw that up.
Probably shouldn't just slap that on the internet, huh?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
I feel like you're too white to be in a gang. Like even white gangs.
or
Like
white enough.
That's crazy. You just call me
Extremely
white.
white to be in a game.
what's up?
Damn, yo. Hi.
Joel, I'm so glad I have you on a Zoom call with Bo right now. Hasn't Bo started talking like 500% more black since the last time we've seen him?
Yeah, definitely. If I was listening to a podcast of Bo talking, he would definitely be at least 66% black.
Like he's like Logic.
And like not like okay.
No one knows
obviously-
he's biracial, but he is. So he has to keep like saying it.
like Southern too. Like I don't.
So
like,
he's a
when you said-
Louisiana baby.
Where did you? Or no, not necessarily Southern. Where did you say you just came from, Bo?
I went to, after I moved from Kansas, I went to Texas. I was in like Houston area, and then I went from Houston to Charlotte.
Your
North
voice
Carolina.
just changed again. It just
North
went
Carolina.
even deeper.
North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
I'm gonna keep calling you out on this.
Man, what you talking
You gonna
about?
call me out?
What are you
you
talking
talking
about, dude? I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
What?
What's happening, bro?
Hey, how are you? How are you?
There's
how are
the
you?
old Bo.
I don't
Hey,
think it
how are
is.
ya? How are ya?
Maybe middle school, Bo.
Is that what you want?
I want you. I want you, baby.
Retro Bo.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Damn, I got a piece of cat hair in my mouth, bro. That was weird.
I've been thinking about getting a dog. I've been thinking about getting a dog for forever, but
I thought you couldn't get a dog in there.
I think if I
Wait.
go to
Oh, you wanna-
therapy and lie about being depressed,
Yo.
I think I can get a dog in here. And I
Tell
never
your
thought.
therapist to listen to our podcast.
Oh yeah, no, he or she will immediately call out all the issues that I have.
Dude, like
Yeah.
this guy is
You already
fucking.
have a dog.
This guy is fucking depressed. He's got anxiety.
The only way he can see Friends is by like making a show out of it and justifying it as like a production.
No, but you can wait till you go to San Fran. Aren't you still going there?
San Diego.
Oh, I thought you were going to San Fran. Yeah,
I
San
want to
Diego.
visit San Fran, but I want to move to San Diego. I'm only here for college. And so I'm living in Hollywood right now, and it's kind of a bullshit city. It's not as good as it's hyped up to be. I mean, Los Angeles is cool, and there's parts of LA that are cool. Hollywood kind of
Right.
sucks. So after graduating, I might not move to San Diego, but I don't think I'm staying in Hollywood. I got to find a nicer place in LA than Hollywood, because this is just, it's a trash pile just like hyped up to seem pretty, you know?
He said a hyped up trash pile.
Yeah. That's what
That's
it is.
crazy.
That's what I mean.
That's
You see,
crazy.
it's the convenience of being able to like go out and like be in nice weather and like maybe run into someone like B movie, B tier famous on the streets,
Sure.
or just going to a comedy show or something. But like once you're in it for a while, you kind of realize how like meaningless all of that is. None of that really matters. Like just find a place where you're happy. And I don't know if have either of you been to San Diego or the West Coast at all?
I've been all over the East. I haven't touched the West.
So imagine if Topeka was a happier place and had more shit to do. That's San Diego.
You compared San Diego to Topeka.
You compare
The
San Diego
vibe-
to Topeka.
Well, I mean, you guys just don't have any reference for it.
Topeka's a
Joel,
murder capital.
it is a murder
Yeah.
capital. So imagine
It's a murder
Topeka minus
capital.
all the murder.
We're going to Oakland area? I mean, is that
I've
what
never
you're
been to
comparing in
Oakland.
Topeka?
I've never been
The
to.
Oakland area in California to those? I don't know. At what time is it, Francesca? 5:26 London time. I just found out that Hollywood was even a town. I thought it was like, I don't know what the hell Hollywood was. I thought it was just in LA. I didn't even know it was a town.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's a neighborhood. It's weird because it's not technically a town. There are towns called West Hollywood and North Hollywood, but Hollywood as a town it doesn't exist. But I'm living in it.
Okay.
It's like a neighborhood. It's weird.
It's a feeling.
Hollywood is a feeling, and it feels like
Okay.
bullshit. It feels fake
Feels
and
like
forced,
bullshit.
and it feels like bullshit. But you guys should definitely visit. Like, if you ever wanted to visit the West Coast and see what Southern California was all about, I would highly suggest San Diego.
Francesco wants to visit.
I wanna go
To just anywhere on the West Coast or LA?
anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Do you like colder areas or like nice warm areas, or do you give a shit? Just anywhere?
Yeah, it's fine.
So my other things on the West Coast I want to visit are San Francisco, which is like Northern California.
Mhm.
It's a little chillier up there. And then like Seattle, Washington. I think that's on the coast.
Bro, I'm trying to go to Salt Lake City, bro.
I've never been to Salt Lake. Joe, you've
I
been to
wanna
Salt
go.
Lake, haven't you? Or am I crazy?
What?
Have you been to Salt Lake?
No, I have. I think the one I mentioned maybe it to you was whenever I was planning the trip out to see you, because my cousin is a river guide in Moab,
Mhm.
and I was thinking about going there, maybe swinging up to Salt Lake. I want to go to Salt Lake pretty bad.
I want to go to Salt Lake so bad.
Bro,
I don't know why. I just want to.
Joel and I were supposed to meet in fucking Vegas this summer.
Vegas.
We were supposed to have a little
Y'all
Vegas
was
trip.
y'all was gonna get wild then, huh?
We
Y'all was gonna get
can't.
wild.
The
Right,
thing about
right, it's
Vegas, well, not
Right.
even COVID. It's just like
Plus, you're
where
like not even. You're
I'm
not
19.
legal.
Joel's
Plus, you're not like
just
legal.
turned 20. Are you 20 yet, Joel?
No, I gave me a couple days.
Couple days. When's your birthday?
September 14th, Monday.
I saw Curtis posted a fucking Instagram photo of him on his 20th
Yeah.
birthday. I look at him different now. I look at him as a different man. Just because he's 2 decades old, I feel like he's old now.
Yo, that's
Definitely.
disrespectful.
He's
That's
definitely
disrespectful.
like a grandpa kind of like he is a man. Like it's so weird. I agree with you in that aspect. I definitely agree with you. It's weird, and I'll be 20, and it's like where did it go? Where was 2008, 2010? You know?
Yeah, it just finally hit. Like for most of this decade, I always thought like 2010 was like a year ago, and it just hit me that like
The whole decade.
it's been a whole goddamn decade. Yeah, I don't know. I fucking miss Curtis. Curtis is one of those guys that I never hung out with, but like he's just such a good guy that I should have.
Yeah.
And like he's a sweetheart. He's a good guy.
Oh, maybe he'll be our first viewer or whatever you call him, listener.
Maybe so.
I'll tell him about it.
Happy 9/11, by the way, guys. I guess that was
Yeah.
yesterday, but that
It
would
was
have been his
yesterday,
birthday.
Yeah.
That was his birthday.
Yo, are you about to catch fire, Seth? Are you about to like?
Are
Are you about to get fired?
Kind of. I have a friend up in Burbank, which is like 10 minutes from me. Their whole like town is smoked out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yo, y'all saw those pictures that in like Oregon or something where like the sky is like red and shit.
It was up in San Francisco too, up in the Bay Area.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. It's insane. Maybe I'll no, I don't want to do that editing. I was gonna say maybe I'll fucking post a picture of it in like the video version of the podcast. Fuck that. I'm not editing that in. Go look it up for yourself.
I would actually hate to be a kid with asthma in that shit. That'd be so bad. I feel like the air is just horrible.
Yeah, that's what my friend was saying. She said her allergies were acting up fucking awful.
Do you guys remember in high school, it was out football season, and there was all smoky, and there was a wildfire. Well, I call it a wildfire. It wasn't like trees and stuff. It was prairie, but it got out of hand by Wichita, and blew up to us. It was all, you could just smell the smoke and see it in the air.
Oh, I don't remember that it was Wichita.
I can't even imagine. I mean, obviously there was that terrible fire out in Ashland, but yeah, Wichita was it was just prairie. Nothing much happened there. But I can't imagine what it would be like, out on the west.
Did you guys see that one picture from like 3 years ago of some like estate in Kansas where a wildfire went up around it, and before the homeowner evacuated his house, he turned on the sprinklers. So every like everything around the house was burnt to fuck, but there was this nice beautiful little circle right around it where it's like, no, everything's chill here. We're good.
That's
No, that's
tight.
like
Did you
in
see that, Bo?
I
I
ain't
can
saw
maybe
that.
pull that up.
yeah, I saw
You can
that.
do that.
But my
Okay.
dad went out during that wildfire. Well, not during, afterwards. And that fire got so hot it burnt and melted fence posts. And there was one guy that he was helping. Well, they helped several farmers. They lost everything that they had. And one of the farmers actually, his kids, he was with his kids got separated from him. They were on the four-wheeler. He was on the four-wheeler. And they were trying to get away. And they had walkie-talkies because they couldn't see with the smoke. And all of a sudden, the kid's walkie-talkie went out. And he thought he lost his kids. And then they went, somehow made their way back to the house where he caught up with them. I could not imagine anything like that.
So
Oh my god!
you're talking about this one that this
Well,
happened?
no, I not that one that you're showing right now. No,
Right.
but the out in Ashland. I don't know if that was Ashland. That looks like a lot of trees around there.
No, it said back here. Let me go back to it. Reno County.
Reno
I don't know.
County. It would
I
be
don't
out
know.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe so.
Reno County, I think, is around the liberal area. Yeah, probably.
I don't even know what. Like, I'm such a shit Kansas native.
Yeah.
I don't know most
Yeah.
of the state. I
Yeah, you
know. Well, calm down. I was born in Missouri. I have that excuse always. I've never
Bro, you were there
lived.
for
All of
From
you-
the
bro, you were there for
start,
like
bro.
5 days ago.
I was there for a solid 2 weeks because I was a fucked up
2 weeks.
baby.
14 days, nice.
Yeah, I was there for. Yeah, I lived in Missouri for 14 days because I came out all fucked up.
And then a cool like 17, 18 years in Kansas.
Yeah, solid
Yep.
18 years, 18 and a half. I think I moved out here 18 and 3/4.
Tight.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'm approaching the point where I've been in, I don't know if I've told you guys this. I'm approaching the point where I've been in quarantine I just fucking broke my
Damn.
desk. Quarantine Los Angeles longer than regular Los Angeles. I think come Monday, I'll be in quarantine Los Angeles like the same amount of time as regular LA.
That
You
sounds
guys are
so
still
bad for
all
you, bro.
locked down, right?
California?
Yeah.
Pretty well. I mean, we can finally go back out and hike. I think most of the restaurants are shut down and maybe some other like non-essential businesses. We're kind of getting back up and running. You're seeing more people out on Hollywood Boulevard. It's not like it was though. But yeah, we're in like a form of lockdown. It's weird. I don't
Wow.
think anyone knows really what's going on.
Yeah.
Is that what Italy's up to right now? Kind of in a weird in-between lockdown?
No, we're pretty much back to normal.
She was saying how it was in Italy back in April and May.
Yeah.
It was back open back in April and May?
No, what you're experiencing
Yeah.
right now is what they. Yeah.
When did it get back to normal in Italy?
Like early June, maybe the beginning of June.
June. So I was talking to my friend last night. I got my quarantine buddy across the street, and we were just talking about like, remember at the beginning of this, we thought it was going to be like 2 weeks, and then maybe we can go back to normal. And then I was like, oh, surely it wouldn't last until the summer, would it? And now it's September.
Just wait till November's done.
I've finally mentally. Are you talking election shit? Are you talking election shit? Election scandal shit? Are we getting into some conspiracy theories right now?
Well, I'm saying this is a political issue. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking away from the fact that it kills people.
Right.
But I'm saying politics does not help the issue.
No, it definitely doesn't. I feel like it's definitely been over politicized a lot, and I definitely agree that I don't know what's the right way to do it, because you see a lot of red states kind of doing a more gradual reopen, which probably makes sense for them because they're not experiencing it as hard, whereas all these like democratic states are still under such like a strict dictatorship level sort of lockdown, which it's just been miserable for me for the last however long. That's why I've been like, that's why I was saying earlier, I've been thinking about getting a dog just because holy shit, 6 months of total isolation. What? This
You
is
lonely,
brutal.
huh? You lonely as hell.
I'm lonely as hell. Now the depression isn't fake, Miss Therapist. Please give me a goddamn
Damn.
dog.
Yo, chill
Yeah.
out. Are you depressed, bro?
I'm doing all right.
You're aggressive.
I'm getting
You upset? Are you upset?
I'm always upset, Bo.
Tight.
But I'm getting I'm getting more work. I think work and being busy keeps me happy, and I'm finding more shit to do. I think I'm gonna take on some mixes since finals are next week. 2 weeks after finals, I think I'm gonna take on some mixes and masters and try and make a little bit of bank in between quarters.
Yeah. Hey, Bo,
What's up?
what are you doing now? I mean, you say you're in Kansas City, but what are you?
No,
What are
I'm
you
in
up to?
Kansas. I'm about to go to I'm
Oh,
working
I
at
thought you
CNA Gov. I'm working at
were.
CNA now. And then I'm going to either Washburn or EMPO when I go to college in the spring.
Mm.
Not
Yeah.
If you're
Australia.
in info, hit me up.
What if I go to EMPO? All right, bet. We
I
won't be
was
too far away either way. So, what's up?
Oh no, I was saying that just I think Bo, you told me that like a week or so ago. I was saying just bug the fuck out of Joel and make him become your roommate. You guys would be the worst roommates together. That would
I ain't
not
being his
work.
roommate. I ain't gonna be his roommate. We ain't like that. I'm getting my own apartment.
Right.
Yeah,
So
Rent
yeah,
Emporia's cheap.
yeah.
right.
Emporia is cheap for rent. I
You
can
can live
work at
alone.
CNA and be good.
Gotcha.
It's not like that.
So you gave up on Australia, huh, Bo?
Yo, bro, they told me I gotta have 30,000 in my bank for me to be going to Australia.
Oh my god.
Just to go to college in Australia, you gotta have 30,000 in your bank to get the visa, the permanent visa.
Joel, Bo is talking about going to Australia for college. I don't know why.
Yeah,
That seems
I don't
just
know,
like the
bro.
most
That shit looked
impractical.
fire.
It
That
sounds
shit sounded
fun.
fire. That shit sounded fire.
On paper, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to college in Australia. What the fuck
That
do you
shit
want
sounded
from me?
fire. But then I looked into it. Yeah, you can't.
Seems like the
It's
most
not
goddamn
easy.
impractical
It's not
thing.
easy.
Joel,
It's just
what's your
not
game
easy.
plan still? I feel like I ask this every 6 months and it's a little different.
Yeah, well, I'm going back. I changed majors
Okay.
because this last summer or last school year was pretty brutal after COVID. Um, so I changed from physics and engineering to just straight up math education to be a teacher. At one point, I did question whether or not I was going to even return to school, and I applied for a job as a service technician for the KSI conveyors. They go throughout the Midwest and repair seed conveyors and coders and whatnot. And they called me like, "Hey, do you want the job? I mean, because we're thinking about you. We have one more guy, but we're thinking you." And I'm like, I can't commit to a job right now when I can have the opportunity to go back to school. So I turned it down. I'm at Emporia, and that's where I will be. It's going good. I like that choice.
Wait, so I'm dumb. Did you say what major you changed to?
Math education.
Math education. Are you still planning on doing the overseas education that you were talking about like a few years ago? Has it been that long?
I mean,
A year ago?
you mean for teaching or
Mm-hmm.
to study?
For teaching, like when you're done.
I think it'd be cool. Francesca's mentioned I could come over and maybe teach English as a second language, math in English, but I could also, I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to find another job to just teaching straight up English if I understood grammar more. I haven't practiced grammar since about 4th grade.
Do you
So.
think now, I mean, the only good thing about COVID is that it's like has the opportunity to like revolutionize times. Do you think you could land a gig as like a Zoom professor at a school in Kansas or California or some bullshit, but live in Italy or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure even if it's not a Zoom class, I mean, of course, doing math, it would have to be a Zoom. I wouldn't put anybody through that, trying to learn on their own online.
Oh yeah.
But if it was, depending on what it was, I wouldn't mind just teaching an online class or somewhere else.
I don't know how I say that, but I don't know how many people would sign up for an online, like a Zoom math class over a fucking, like an in-person class. Because for me, I have to be
Yeah.
like present, and if they're doing like whiteboard demonstrations, I need to ask questions like spontaneously.
Me too.
I feel like it's Zoom classes are such. I'm so glad you're not in this, Bo. You would immediately drop out. I know you. You would stop
Yeah.
this shit in an instant.
I'd fucking suck.
Um,
You want to know my physics class? I took calculus last semester. I was in calculus, chemistry 2, physics 1, and another class I don't remember. And it was so my chemistry teacher was like in his mid-60s, didn't really know how to run Zoom, and was the most painful person to listen to. So I didn't learn anything in chemistry. I just checked all my answers. Come to calculus, our teacher went above and beyond in calculus. Like, she made the class extremely easy, like, for what the situation was. Physics, my hardest class, who is based on calculus, so calculus-based physics, which I was taking calculus. He literally, the day that we decided to go online, he sent us all the lecture notes, and it's like, hey, just look over these. These are the test days. Let me know if you have any questions. And I did not see him except one review session before the end of the school year. and he creates his own tests too. So like, you have no idea what to study for. It was terrible.
Lucky you.
Oh, so bad.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I would have dropped out.
I'm gonna do a quick call out on my own school. So many people can just not show up to class and then show up. So it's 11 weeks of classes. The 11th week is the finals week. 10th week is review week. So many people can just not show up to any of the classes, and then week 10 show up, and the instructors are basically just giving out the answers for what's going to be on the final next week. And then they just write that shit down and be like, okay, I'm going to study this for like 1 week. Then I'll be back next quarter, take another 9 classes that I bullshit through. But if you actually want to do the assigned work and get through all the shit that they talk about, it's brutal. Joel, did you see that tweet like several months ago about the analog signal processing math shit that I posted? Oh, Bo, you saw that, right?
Yeah,
I sent you
that shit
that.
was hell nah.
I still can't like wrap my mind around that.
Bo's
It's
gonna be a math teacher. Maybe he could do it.
maybe you could. Yeah, I
I
bet.
don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm too lazy to pull it up. I might send it to you later.
I'll have to go on Twitter.
It's been so long. You know how often I tweet. Speaking of social media, you guys know how I go through phases of like just totally not using it and like
Right.
deleting all my apps and shit.
Yeah.
Usually I delete the accounts too, but recently I just deleted all the apps. The only thing I have right now is Instagram and Snapchat for friends, but I deleted Twitter and Facebook just because it's been taking up so much of like so much energy. It like wastes energy where I could be like displacing it into some place like way more creative
Facts.
instead of just like getting depressed over like Twitter news and drama or whatever the fuck is trending for that week. It's such a Joel, I don't know about the accounts that you follow, but it's just such a negative app. It's also my most favorite app.
Twitter.
Yeah. It's incredible,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
It's like I get on, I'm like, okay, it's my last time scrolling through Twitter before I delete it, and then I bust my ass laughing at something. I'm like, okay, I can't delete it. I can't.
Right.
You know, like I follow a lot of like sports stuff or either sports stuff or hilarious people, and it's really hard.
Every now and then I like or retweet very vulgar shit, very just fucking vile, gross shit. And I forget that our school counselor follows me on Twitter. Our high school counselor. I was
That
always such a
funny.
prim and proper like gentleman in front of her. I wonder what she thinks about my social media presence on Twitter. I say the most fucked up stuff there because no one follows me, and I feel like I can get away with saying more shit. I should probably delete all that now that that's going online, and everyone's not like 2 people are gonna see this podcast and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna check out his Twitter and see all the horrible shit that I've posted over the years." But
That was
you know.
fun. You put out some. The picture was, did Allie post it or Curtis, about us at the National Honor Society, and you quoted it and said like this is a fucking banger of a picture or something like that. I don't remember what you said, and she liked it or retweeted it. I don't remember, but it was like I did not expect that to come from Miss Evans.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty tame as far as stuff goes, but I was thrown a little off guard by oh, I just cursed and she acknowledged my cursing. Oh no, dude. Also, don't I look so much older in that picture than I do now? Like especially that senior year when I had like the buzz cut and the massive beard. I looked like I was in my 30s and the glasses. And I was smiling and I had my little wrinkly fucking Eastern European face. I don't know if that's a trait of Eastern Europeans. But I just look so goddamn old in it. Have you seen me since I buzzed my head again? Joel?
Yes. I don't know where I've seen other than right now, I've seen your picture one time.
Gotcha.
But I'm used to you cutting your hair now, so it's not as like, oh my god, as it was the first time.
Yeah, I go through a lot of big just changes at random and then don't tell anyone. Let them kind of discover it on their own. I feel like it keeps me nice teeth, Bo. I love them. You got grills? Are those grills in right now?
Yeah, bro. Grills.
You know Paul Wall?
No, bro. Who the fuck is that? I know Paul
Japanese.
Walker.
What's up?
I know Paul Walker.
Right. I hope I'm saying his name right. I was listening to Joel. You introduced me to The Fighter and the Kid a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember Brendan Schwab?
Is he one of the guys?
He's one of the guys. Yeah.
I remember the looks of him. I don't know the actual names.
Gotcha. So he's got a podcast with like a dude named Theo Vaughn, who's like this Louisiana, like Southern good boy comic. He's really funny in a really interesting way. He's a really unique comedian. I definitely recommend you guys check him out. They have a podcast together, and I think they had a guy named Paul Wall on, where he's a rapper, but he also has like his own grills business where he sells to like Quavo and fucking Kanye and all that shit. I just thought that, Bo, since you're black now, you might know who Paul
I am
Wall
not
is.
black. I'm white.
You're definitely.
I am German. I am 95%
Your looks
German.
and your accents are saying two completely different things.
My looks? I'm white.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Well, you're golf wing white. I'll give you that your style is white still, but like a different, like not Kansas white.
No.
I don't know.
I dress like a grandpa half the time. I ain't gonna cap.
You do. What's that
wear
gray
sweater.
fucking sweater
I
that
wear
you
sweater
wear?
vests and cardigans and yeah.
He really
I dress
does.
like a grandpa. I'm not gonna lie. This Paul Wall guy looks weird, bro.
I don't even know what he looks like. I just listened to the audio podcast.
Well,
I shouldn't even be talking on him. I don't know who he is.
Yo, can I switch my camera on this time? How do I switch my camera?
Are you still on the two? Are you still on the two phone setup?
What?
Are you still on the two phone setup?
Oh, dude, I can switch. I found it. Don't worry.
Joel, how many
I got it.
motherfuckers do you know that has? Oh, you got a laptop?
Yeah, cut.
When did that happen?
A fat minute ago.
Hot.
I had his laptop when you came over.
Oh shit. Huh. Hey,
A fat minute ago.
Joel, do you have an Xbox or anything?
I have a PlayStation.
You have a PlayStation?
Yeah.
Bo and I, a long time ago, were talking about doing gameplay videos. We never got around to doing it. We don't have the game like capture shit. But I think if we ever do get around to it, I think Warzone, do you know Call of Duty Warzone? You used to play a lot of Fortnite,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I still do play a lot of
Fortnite.
That's the only reason why I got my PlayStation to begin with is Fortnite.
Right. I think Warzone is free. So I think
Mhm.
think it's cross-platform compatible.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
I
if we
believe-
ever get like a game capture setup going, would you be interested in doing gameplay shit with
Yeah,
us too?
Yeah, I see, and I've been thinking about doing something on my own. Like, I want to make my own YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
I don't quite know how I'm gonna go about that because I have different ideas. But my sister bought a house in Emporia that I'm renting with, along with my younger brother who's now in college. And I walked down. My room's in the basement. I walked downstairs the first time, and immediately at the base of the stairs is a toilet, and it's on a platform with a back to it, and it's literally trimmed out like a bathroom. I mean, like there's linoleum up along the wall. There's a gold trim piece, and the toilet's just sitting. Like, what did this dude do before, he sold the house? Is what makes me think. But I want to start a YouTube channel or do something there, like
Yo, I just
pondering on the
drew.
body.
Oh my
where-
god, dude.
where I
What
just-
was that?
Where I just like literally I sit on the toilet and I just like talk. I don't know what it, or like tinkering on the toilet where I like do like WikiHows and like just explain WikiHows and just see how this stuff ends out. I don't know.
Dude, that's an incredible idea.
I don't know. But I'm always too scared to start. I don't know where to start.
Well, you just gotta kind of do it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but we're doing it,
That's true.
Hopefully this turns out well, but you gotta expect that like the first few times it's gonna turn out shitty. But as long as you start the process of production and doing shit, you get better at it over time. And like people will start caring about the stuff that you produce. Bo, what happened there?
I don't know.
Did you
I-
see that,
I-
Joel? He just
No, I
started
can't
drooling.
see-
Bro, I was zoned. I was zoned out for like. I was zoned out like the whole time Joel was talking, and I just drooled when I came back.
Joel was talking about toilets. I got so he was talking about YouTube, and then he transitioned into this toilet story that I was just like, where's this connecting? And then as soon as he
You see
started
where it
talking
connects
about
now.
toilets, yeah, I see. I understand it
okay.
now. But as soon as you started talking about toilets, I saw Bo's face go, huh? What are you talking about? Where did this conversation go? And then just a spit log just fucking drip out of his face.
It was so
Bro.
bad.
I have a serious question though.
What's up?
Either I can go ahead and do it, or you can if you want to take the lead. But we need merch, man.
Like right now?
I mean, like
Yeah,
if
bro.
once we do like 3 of these podcasts and we're like official, I don't even care if it's just us that have the merch. We need merch.
We can do that. We
And
can-
also, when are we gonna start our coffee pub podcast?
See, I definitely wanted to bring that up today. Bo, Joel and I had a idea for a podcast
Yo, I think
years
I'm about to
ago.
cry.
What is wrong with you?
Bro, my
Plague.
eyes just feel watery, cuz. So what's this coffee shit?
So Joel and I don't know how long it's been, probably like at least 3 years ago we had this idea. I have no
Yeah.
perception of time.
We had a business plan,
What's up?
and entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we were gonna start this little bar, like bar and grill, but also have like a set on stage where we would record a podcast every week, but it's got like the background set is like beer taps and shit. Or oh, I'm forgetting literally half of the business. There's also we're gonna sell coffee in the mornings and beer at night, like
Yeah, two
artisan
shows.
coffee.
2 shows per day. One in the morning where people come in, they drink coffee, kind of like I kind of envision like a stand-up area. There's a stage, you got people just sitting around drinking coffee or whatever. You come in and you get these tokens, these wooden tokens, that you might get from a dentist, and those are redeemable. Once you come in for a certain amount of shows, you can redeem them for a free drink. And so then at night, it's sort of the same situation where instead of coffee though, you got beer and snacks, and you can get some food, and yeah, we just sit and jabber.
Right. And then the night would pretty much be like the same thing, but more hectic because everyone's drunk.
That's
Exactly.
a funny word.
What's that?
Jabber.
Hectic? Jabber. Oh,
Jabber.
jabber. So, Joel, what the
Jabber.
fuck would our
Jabber.
merch be for this podcast? Because it's called the Ketchup Podcast. I'm going to let you in on something real quick. I had this idea with Bo.
Ketchup on a plate.
Yeah, the fucking, like, you know how you need a picture for artwork for, like, going up on Spotify or something? I'm so
Yeah.
lazy, I'm literally just going to dump ketchup onto one of these paper plates and take a picture of it on my counter and call it good. That's going to be the artwork.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
like,
like
what
that.
would the merch be? Would it just be ketchup stains on a white T-shirt?
Yep.
What would
Or you can go simplistic, like just a bottle of ketchup on a shirt
with a logo on it called the Ketchup?
with your logo, like established 2020.
What a good year to start a company, by the way.
I know.
2020.
The end of a lot of beginnings and the beginning of new beginnings.
That was a hot sentence that you just said.
That shit is,
That was a sentence that made sense.
that went through my head through a loop. Yo, I still got this picture of this Paul Wall guy, and it's just weirding me out.
I gotta see what he looks like. I have no idea. I think he lost a
I
lot
thought
of
I showed
weight
you.
recently. Oh,
Thought
can
I
you
showed
share?
you, bro.
Oh, you did, but no, I was just freaking out about that you had a laptop. I didn't even process. I
Look how ugly,
see.
bro.
I see. Yeah, I think he's a rapper who sells grills.
Johnny Dang.
That's a hot name. But yeah,
Johnny
no,
Dang in the mornings.
this is going to go up on Black Metal Productions, and hopefully kind of in line with your podcast or your YouTube idea. I would definitely say you go out and try that stuff on your own and like figure it out. But if you guys ever have like creative ideas that we want to collaborate on and we can make some kind of production out of it or some kind of show, hit me up and we'll see what we can do. And
That'd be cool.
just like produce whatever the fuck we want to do. I don't care. You know?
I like it.
Tight.
Yeah. I've been like, you know what would be so cool with the Coffee Pub podcast?
Hit me.
I've also been wanting to get into stand-up. So like getting a stage, like there's a stage set up and we'd set up like a table for the podcast, but also you could do like stand-up nights and film those and just like post the crowd work on the YouTube channel as well.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because like you couldn't film the set because you have the same set for like a year or whatever, but you can post all the crowd work because that's spontaneous shit. So yeah, that would be cool. We got to get you guys like guys, we're moving to San Diego. Tomorrow we're moving to San Diego. We're starting a business.
Princess is coming. She's always wanted to.
That's
I'll
fine.
be there soon.
We can all like share honestly, I think we could share a house but like a big house in San Diego. I don't think that's actually like a crazy get if we split it.
Anybody can share a big house if they have thousands of dollars per month, Seth.
Right. Yes.
Facts.
But no, I
Facts.
think like a livable income, we can get like a fair sized house and like shit at it. That's way off. That's way off in the future. We'll figure something out with this. The other thing I want to do with
$20 an hour.
what's that? What's $20 an hour?
That's the average wage for a CNA in fucking San Diego.
Hey, get it, boy.
No,
Look
I'm
up
gonna be
a third year school teacher.
third year school teacher.
For math, there's job security in math, so.
Yeah, everyone's gonna always need until math gets canceled next year because it was wrote by men.
48K to 82K a year.
In Cali?
That's just like okay living, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like
Well,
it's okay.
Dave, we're gonna be eating like bread chips.
Ramen noodles.
It's like I
doesn't
thought
have
it would
to-
end after college, but
The other thing was I was thinking about just moving back to Kansas City, which would be
Kansas City is easy to live in, bro.
Yeah, that would be like a
That shit's
like
cheap.
if we really wanted to get something going with this, I could just move back to Kansas City and have a quick setup. And then if we ever
and get
made
bigger.
bank, we
shit's-
could move to the West Coast, but it wouldn't be necessary.
That shit's cheap as hell. Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas City or Manhattan, but I've never really been drawn to Manhattan.
Manhattan's never been like. I feel like I should just immediately go to Aggieville if I go to Manhattan.
Yeah,
Like,
what's the point of
I don't
being
know
anywhere
what there
else?
is there.
I didn't even gonna lie. MHK is just boring Topeka.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
That's
worse
it.
than
Without-
Topeka? You're
like,
saying MHK is worse than
You're
Topeka?
saying boring
may-
because there's less shootings, or boring?
Yeah,
Speaking of
there's less violence.
fucking shootings, I know I sent you this the other day. So I always used to brag about how like ever since I moved to Hollywood, I never experienced gunfire in the night anymore. Because when I lived in Topeka, like every night I was going to bed to gunshots. Like I was like probably listening to a murder every time I went to bed.
Yo, chill.
One time I was with friends out in the apartment pool. It hit 9 o'clock. It was like the time of the year when it got dark. It hit 9 o'clock and like gunfire just started going off around us. And my friends were like, "What was that?" I was like, that's our bedtime fucking
That's the
alarm.
murder.
That's a time for you to go home, leave."
When I was in McAllen, bro, I was going to sleep to police sirens every night.
That's hot.
Drug busts. Yeah, bad. Bad.
And that was in North Carolina.
Where at?
North Carolina and Dallas.
Gotcha. We'll get into that in a second. Anyway, so that was always my bragging rights of like, ever since I moved to Hollywood, no more gun violence. Literally like 2 days ago, I slept through someone being murdered in my apartment complex. Joel, I see that you're grinning and that this is a fucked up subject, but how can you not like laugh at that?
No, I do think it's funny. I'm also laughing because Francesca keeps trying to drill it into my like. I grew up hunting with guns and stuff, and I do think it's funny. I mean, well, not that somebody died, but the fact you slept through it. But it's the fact that Francesca is always saying, like, see, if you just lived in Italy, nobody would get shot because guns are illegal, like in all of Europe, and you don't see anybody with guns. If you see anybody that's killed, they're probably stabbed to death or bludgeoned.
Oh my God.
And so it's like, so I feel I can just feel her. Not that she's saying anything, but if I'm not looking at her, I can feel her eyes staring at me. Like I can already hear it.
Francesca, go ahead, Bo.
Keep on going.
Okay, I definitely agree. I've never been like that big of a gun fan, and I agree that I think other countries are doing it better. But then every now and then I get a gun kick where it's like, Joel, how fun would it be to like go down to Texas and just hunt like wild boars for like in the summer?
Yeah, dude. Actually, speaking of that, can I interject real quick?
Yeah,
that sounds,
go for it.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree. There's some people, go up into a helicopter and just
Jesus Christ,
mow over these hogs. That is like not my. I don't do that. But
oh, you
so
don't?
I went to a wedding, and my stepbrother he has a marriage license. I have no idea how he has a marriage license, but he married these two people. I don't know what you call it.
You got that shit on the internet.
And he's just stuff on his bucket list. Like he just sold a limo, and that day he bought a semi and sold a semi.
Mm-hmm.
Married a couple. And I was talking to him in the food line, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going down to Texas here in a few weeks. I think he might be wanting to leave pretty soon. And they're gonna go hunt alligators. And I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty fun. I've always kind of wanted to do that. And then he's like, yeah, and then we're gonna fly across the border to some towns of Mexico. And he's like, but we're gonna just throw a dart at a map of Mexico, and wherever it hits, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna buy a podunk cheap truck and drive it back across the border back home.
Whoa!
That sounds pretty amazing.
That sounds like a time.
I think it'd be.
I've never been outside the country.
Well, it's pretty fun. I wouldn't necessarily trust going up to a farmer dude in Mexico and being like, "Hey, can I use your truck that you probably transport cocaine?" And I'm like, yeah, it's probably fun and games till you get to the border and you can't roll down your window to talk to them because it's packed with cocaine. You know.
I feel like that's a broad generalization. I mean, definitely you can run into that, I'm sure, somewhere.
Or mi hombre across the street, man, they take a machete, you know?
How much Italian do you know?
What?
How much Italian do you know now, Joel?
I know, like, the sweet stuff I can say to my girlfriend.
Say
Like,
some sweet shit to me.
Voglio coccolarti un po'.
I'm wet already. I don't know what you said.
I want to cuddle with you.
Oh,
Bro.
how sweet is that? You do? Really?
Posso avere un bicchiere di vino, per favore?
Drank.
Yo, he just said he wanted to kiss you, bro.
That
He said he
really?
wanted to kiss you.
Or drink a glass of wine.
Did you say that?
Please.
Did you say that? Was that right?
No.
I wasn't right.
No.
that's close.
Actually, I don't know how to ask if I can kiss somebody. My
That's
girlfriend
probably
doesn't let me learn that. That way I can't say it to anybody else.
That's fair. That's probably a good
I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, but I've really kind of picked up on my accent ever since I've been here. Not very
That's
well.
Australian, bro.
That's not
I don't know if you're
Australian.
trying to be English, but definitely that's Australian over English.
Well, it's more
That sounded very
Australian.
It's
I
more like
will admit.
New
Because I watch
Zealand.
Australian YouTubers. Like I watch musical every freaking morning. And
Bro, you
I
got
used
so
to have a
aggressive
better
right
I
there.
used to have a better English accent than Australian. And then I watched music, and we're gonna go get ourselves a nice freaking, what do you call it? Epic Dick Roy.
Epic Dick Roy?
No.
What?
Vic Roy.
Vic
Victory
Roy.
Royale. Fortnite.
Oh, do you watch Laserbeam?
I know who he is.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen some of his videos.
I don't watch him, but that's the only Australian.
They're together.
I know.
I think they game together sometimes.
Who's who? Laserbeam.
Laserbeam and Muzilk and Station.
Gotcha. He used to be part of the Let's Play family. I don't know if he still is. Some Rooster Teeth shit.
British people are they're different. I don't know.
What's different?
British people.
British Australians?
I
don't like British.
No, I don't like British people. Well, I do like British people. Like, I've never met a bad one that I didn't like. But it's like, at the same time, like, I've been to Europe so many times hearing different languages. Like, I automatically cannot hear them and understand them because I don't expect myself to understand them. Like, if I walk past a group of people, I have no idea what they're saying unless I really kind of pay attention. Like, because the accent's different. You know?
Yeah, I've gotten so used to. I think Eastern European accents are so cool. And I know some British people out here. I love them. They're great. I think that the accent is just off-putting. It's so sharp and biting.
It is. It's a lot worse. Like, of course, you see kind of some old movies, like Patriot, where they have some sort of British accent,
Oh, I might. Well, that's Australian again. Huh.
Lad. It's like sharp here. Like, it's a lot worse. I say worse. Like, a lot harder to understand than what I thought it would be. Like, I thought I'd like laugh at the first person that talked to me, and then actually the first person that talked to me was kind of cool at the grocery store. Said 22, please.
Do you think it's because of their teeth?
That probably has something to do with it. Maybe.
That's an old, outdated stereotype.
Was it Austin Powers or something?
Is it from Austin Powers? I have no idea. I just know that people make fun of British people for their teeth,
Yeah.
for their fucked up teeth. Like, do you not have braces technology or Invisalign? But
I actually have not met a British person with straight teeth.
I thought you were
I
gonna
don't
say
think
with bad teeth. I thought you were gonna curb the stereotype, but no, you're like,
have,
no, they're right.
Clean teeth, but I mean, they very
But-
well go in every direction.
It's like a topographical map of what's that Deadpool joke? Topographical map of Utah, something like that. Have you guys seen Deadpool?
Yeah, not the first one. I've seen part of the second.
What's that T.J. Miller line where like they're in the roast of Ryan Reynolds when he's got the fucked up face? Looks like a topographical map of Utah. I think is one of the ones that stuck with me. Do you remember that bit? Retelling old movie jokes that you don't really remember that are supposed to be funny, and then no one laughs at them might be my favorite thing to do.
No, you haven't seen it?
You haven't seen Deadpool?
I just don't remember that line.
Oh, huh. I think it's
gotta
literally
get
in a
a
trailer or
computer.
something.
I need to figure out how to get Zoom on my computer. I was going to. I can't see Bo, so unless he's talking, and
Oh, you just
But I
got
need to
swipe
get-
over, bro. I'm seeing all of you right now.
I got swipe.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
should
swipe
be
over.
different view modes.
Oh.
You went this whole
Dude.
time with only seeing me.
Yeah, well, unless Bo was talking. Like, I didn't see him drool.
What a
Yeah, bro,
bummer.
I was drooling in this hoe.
I think
Do it
I'm.
again. Do it again.
I was
wanna
also
see
crying when you were
We
talking,
can all
bro.
here. Yeah, he was crying like he cried like 8 times in this podcast. I don't know what's happening to his body.
Like, I'm not even sad. I just cried.
You said that, and then like your eyes just went into the saddest mode I've ever seen you go. Like your mouth was smiling, but you could see the depression in your eyes. It looked like someone just like killed your cat or something.
Yo, bro, I could definitely get a dog in your apartment.
You can get a dog in my apartment.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna get a depression dog.
I'll get a. I've never thought. I can't remember if I said this earlier. My memory is so shit. I've never thought about bulldogs as a nice like apartment dog, but I saw a gray bulldog the other day. I was like, holy shit, I need this in my life. This is coming back to my apartment. Have you guys seen like gray bulldogs? They're so fucking cute.
Are you talking pit bulls or bulldogs?
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
I would want a pit bull too, but like
Like,
that.
you
would
talking about like
probably
an English bulldog?
I don't fucking know. Let me Google it.
Them motherfuckers type. They type cute. I'm trying to get a poodle.
Safari.
I'm more
Let's
of a
go.
like a medium to small dog, dude. The only big dog I'd get would be like a
Well,
maybe a
bulldogs
Saint
aren't.
Bernard or something like that.
Yeah,
Bulldogs
Saint
aren't
Bernard,
big
bro. Them
dogs.
motherfuckers cute. No cap.
Bulldogs aren't big. They're like short,
Yeah,
medium dogs.
Yeah, nah, they're like up to a little bit past your ankle. They're like to your calf.
Yeah. That's a sort of big one. Oh, you fucking big dummy.
The thing is, like, they're not necessarily bulldogs so much. I haven't seen as much as pit bulls, but like we have a pit bull and a lab mix
Oh,
with my
shit.
sister, and it's tamer than a normal pit bull, but it's still a pit bull, and it does get I mean, he always wants to cuddle and play,
Oh.
but when it's time to not play anymore, it's time to not play, and it's scary. Like, he is the most muscular dog I've ever seen, like, in person. And like, they're bred to be strong and mean,
Mhm.
and
They're
it's
bred to
sad
be-
see it.
Sometimes they're bred to be fighters, which
That's
know,
what I'm yeah.
that's where the
what I'm
whole
getting at.
stereotype of pit bulls being bad dogs come from. But dude,
Mhm.
every pit bull I've ran into, sweetest fucking dog. I love them so
Excellent.
much.
They are sweet.
Now,
I've had 3 pit bulls since graduation.
what do you? So
Also had a
the-
Rottweiler.
what's the thing you have now? I always forget the name of it. Is it a
It's
boxer?
a boxer. Yeah, it's a boxer.
That dog's
Boxers
so.
they're
He's
cute.
a big motherfucker, man.
He is a big guy.
He's a big motherfucker.
He's a
Yeah,
good
but
guy.
What's the name?
he's nice though. Baxter.
Oh,
That's such a boxer name.
Yeah.
Baxter the Boxer. Was that a laugh
you.
or a sneeze?
He was sneezing.
God
He's
bless
got bad
America.
allergies.
Oh, are the fires bad out
God
there
bless
too?
Oh my gosh, it's more about like which volcano's gonna erupt today.
Y'all got volcanoes?
There's volcanoes in England.
Oh no, I mean not in England. I thought you meant in Italy.
In Italy, there's volcanoes, though?
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6.
Well, if you think about Mount Vesuvius.
You've talked to me about that, I think. Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, when the entire civilization of Pompeii got destroyed.
Oh, yeah, I know history.
Yeah.
You fucking
That's-
cuck.
That's it's still an active volcano.
Cute.
This is how Francesca said. She
I
was
don't-
posing as one of the people in Pompeii. So you
Oh,
can see
no,
that.
dude. Ugh. Like the Hiroshima victims.
Kind of.
There was someone like that.
Oh, no. Just dead, like, lying in the
like-
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be sleeping in their homes and just get covered in it.
Just like ash and fire, and then you just have a charred corpse of someone in their home.
No, you have like a stone.
It's like stone.
Oh,
like
my
you
God.
can excavate around it.
You can see the like people, but the rock.
Well,
Like,
she's gonna pull up a picture on her phone, and I'll show.
Okay.
Picture it. That way you don't have to screen share. But yeah, it's pretty. It almost like it reminds me of. Yeah, look at that. Oh, how do I turn my thing around? There we go.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold up.
And that's like nearby. Well, I guess maybe not necessarily nearby where you live, but like kind
No,
of.
it's not.
Like where she lives is in North Italy, in the mountains and whatnot. This
more
is
like
central, South Central
yeah.
Italy.
But like Italy is pretty much big like Kansas.
Yeah,
Like,
it's Italy's like the same
Oh.
size as Kansas, except it ranges from mountains to plains to volcanoes
lakes.
to lakes to Mediterranean Sea and
So
beautiful sea.
So it maybe takes you like up to 6 hours to go see a charred like stone corpse. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's longer than that. Like you can drive like probably a whole day straight south from our house and not
Yeah.
even hit the end of Italy.
No,
Oh, interesting.
Oh well, if you like, but nobody's gonna drive continuously all the way through. If you're crazy enough, you would.
It's just 12 hours to get to the end of it.
From one
You can
side
drive.
of Italy to the other.
And
Is what I'm saying. I mean,
then from here to here, it's like.
but
2
you wouldn't do
hours.
that in Italy, though. I mean, you wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do that. I'd want to get out and see stuff. You wouldn't want to get in the.
Yeah, I
12
guess
hours.
it depends on like where you're from. Because like to her, it's like, who gives a shit? It's Italy. This is where I grew
Yeah.
up. I know it all.
Yeah.
But like
Everything's 2,000 years old. Cool. Yeah. What?
like, yeah, I just drove through Colorado and wanted to stop and look at everything. It's like one state away.
Yeah.
But Italy, holy shit, I would stop like every 3 seconds. So you say
Yeah,
it's like just 12 hours top to bottom?
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I've made that. I think I've drove 13 hours before. I think
You were
that's the
going out
longest
to
I've done.
Cali, weren't you?
And like,
Yeah.
So I mean, you had a purpose. Like you were probably ready to get out and get there.
I didn't
Okay.
realize how tired and how hurt my body was until I got done with that.
How much of a toll it takes.
Oh, it's fucking awful. But Bo, what's the longest you've been all over the country? I know you've told me your life story since you've graduated like 5 times. I still
have not
don't
heard
know
it
where
since the
all. I don't. Yeah, tell us where all you've been since high school.
I've been in every state on the East Coast and on the East in general.
Why?
I don't know.
Just for shits and
Upstate.
giggles?
Yeah, bro. I just wanted to travel, and now I'm back in Kansas. Crazy how shit works out.
But where did you live?
I
You've
lived
lived in
in-
Texas.
I lived in Texas. I lived in Chicago. I lived in North Carolina. And I went on vacation in Florida.
Joel, did you know any of this?
I haven't talked to
I
Joel
knew
since
you
I
were
graduated.
in Texas at one point. I knew you were in Texas.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Joel since I graduated, really.
No,
Right.
we really haven't. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
think that's kind of the interesting
was.
thing about how I've casted this is that like I've put people in it who are all like kind of familiar with each other, but have so much like to talk about because no one like is fully
There's new
like
shit, bro.
Yeah, we can't talk about it all right now, or else we're not gonna have another podcast. It's not gonna be catching up, really.
Yeah, it'd be like
but it isn't.
the podcast name is going to be irrelevant in 3 episodes. It's fine.
But we're still catching up. But yeah.
Yeah.
Always. We're in
Catching
different
up with the
places. So
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, next week I'll still be in London, but the week after that I'll be in Italy.
God
And then I'll
damn,
be
how
back
long are
on
you
Monday.
staying there? Like in
A
your
A month. 2 weeks in London, 2 weeks in Italy, and then I'll be
Oh
back.
my god, dude.
Yeah.
You got
Duh.
a way more interesting life than either of us combined. I don't know about that. Bo had an interesting after high school thing.
Interesting life. I don't know about that. Yeah, I am. Why were you in Chicago?
I don't know. I was just there.
Yeah,
You
what the
just
fuck?
decided to live there?
Why? Why is that a thing? Why were you
I
there?
don't know. I was just kind of there.
Okay.
I don't have a reason for any of the places I was.
And that's what confuses me the most about like Bo after graduating. Like I don't know why was your life the way it was? What happened?
I had no motive. I had nothing. I just kind of went, bro. I hated Kansas, so I didn't want to be here. So I just went
So you
other
went
places.
everywhere else.
How did you
Yeah.
live in Chicago? Like, what job did you get, and whatnot?
What job did I get? That's where I started like doing construction and shit.
Oh.
I started doing construction in North Carolina, and then once I left North Carolina, I went to Chicago for like I want to say 5-6 months, and I worked construction for a good like 5-6 months, and then I came back to Kansas, and now I got my CNA license. And
Oh, you got the
CNA.
license already?
I'm working on it right now.
Oh, okay.
I have like 2 weeks left of classes,
Gotcha.
and then I'm going to college.
And then when did you try to get into the military? What?
That was like 2 months in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah, 2 months in Chicago.
Gotcha. And then you went to North Carolina?
No, I was in North Carolina before that.
So Texas, North Carolina, then Chicago?
Yeah, and then Kansas again. And then
Gotcha.
after I graduate with my doctorate, I want to go to Connecticut.
Oh, interesting.
That's like 8 years away. So
I've heard that Connecticut has like a good metal scene. I know that neither of you guys give a shit about metal, but like there's a lot of like for
you're
me.
talking about the building supplies?
Yeah, I love they have such great architecture in Connecticut.
Corrugated tin.
What's that?
Corrugated tin.
Yeah, they have corrugated tin and just they have really good stainless steel like kitchenware, I hear.
Wow.
Fire. What about sheet metal?
They you can get a nice sheet metal. I've heard that you get better in Vermont. Anyway,
Just keep going with this.
the death metal scene, the extreme like the music.
Nah, bro.
They got like
they got a good. I'm only going there because they got a good physical therapy place in New Haven.
I've heard of New Haven. I don't know.
Sounds like out of a horror movie. New Haven.
New Haven is where Yale is.
Oh, you're gonna be a smart boy.
Oh, no, I'm not going to Yale. The fuck?
You're gonna.
Do you know my GPA? Do you know my GPA? Hell no. I can't make it to Yale.
What's your
like 3?
That's not horrible, Bo.
It's not horrible, but it's not Yale.
What's the top you can get? It's 4, right?
4.
Yeah.
Maybe above. I don't know if you can get above 4 in college. Some high schools allow it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If I do good in college, maybe I can go. If I do good in college and get a good college GPA, then maybe I can go. But I doubt I'll get a good college GPA, like a 4.0 type thing. Maybe a 3.8.
Yeah, you can do something like I don't have a 4.0. I have a 3.87 something.
I can definitely get like a 3.5, 3.8.
At least.
But I'm not a 4.0.
No, I think you're going to be good in college, Bo, because I think you're finally going to be
yeah.
like studying shit that you're interested in. Whereas
I have to have a 3.5 up to get into my doctorate program. So I don't
aim
really
for
have
4.
a choice.
Aim for 4.
I don't really have a choice.
And then if you slip a little bit, no big deal. But if you aim for 3.5, then you're going to get like 3.4.
Facts.
That's what happens with me.
Yeah. You always got to aim up higher for real.
Joel, what are you doing like grades wise and like comparatively from high school?
4.0.
Well, so in high school, I think I got a 3.9. I had 2 B's freshman year. And then college, I think first semester I started off all A's. And then when COVID hit and I had to do my physics course online, so my first test, I got a 95% on it.
Mm-hmm.
And which is, I talking to the other physics kids, is one of the best scores that they've heard of on the first test. So I'm like, dang, that's pretty good, I guess. And then as the year went on and it got confusing, my chem lab, I realized I could get a B if I didn't even do my final exam. So, which I already had a B to begin with. And so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do my final exam. Then
Jesus.
You just said you weren't going to do it?
Yeah. And then I felt bad because my teacher's like, hey, I saw you didn't do it. I'll give it, I don't know, I'll extend it a few days if you want to complete it. I hope you're feeling better. And I didn't even respond.
Oh no.
So I felt bad. I didn't know what to do. And so then my physics, though, after that 95%, all three of the last ones were online, and I averaged like a 30% on them. And I finished with I needed a C for it to count towards my major, which right now I guess it wouldn't matter, but I ended up with a 70.4. So I barely got credit for that.
Oh no. That would stress the hell out of me.
Yeah,
I hate that it's C in college. I hate that it's C.
But like, I'll take it though. I mean, it sucks for me. Like, I always wanted A's, but given the circumstances, learning calculus-based physics without a teacher, I'll take a C any day of the week.
Yeah.
But so right now I'm sitting at a 3.4 cumulative.
That's pretty
good. As the times go on and I'm taking more classes, it'll go back up.
Hopefully when COVID gets better, you can actually have teachers.
No joke.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you got time. It is what it is.
No, my grades are definitely gonna suffer here fucking this quarter. I have 9 finals next week. I'm not prepared for them. I'm gonna have 10
9?
Yeah. Yep. You want the class list? I'm taking a Pro Tools 210 Loki. Okay. Pro Tools 210M music production, which is like software shit. Advanced Analog and Digital Principles 2, System Integration and File Management, Ableton Live 1, which is more software, Visual Media 1, which is like Photoshop shit, which actually I want to go out of my way and say like one of the only beneficial things from high school besides
Photoshop mastery shit.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Connie actually got me like comfortable with Photoshop that this class wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
Photoshop's easy after that class was.
Yeah,
I can still do it, and I'm like 3 years out now.
Yeah, and then I have Reason 1, Mixing Essentials 3, Music Mastering, and Console Operation 3, SSL Theory, which makes me remember, Joel, we were supposed to record music.
We were.
Yeah, and we would have done it in this studio where the SSL is. It's a nice goddamn studio. Never got around to that. We should wrap up here in a second. We've been going for a bit, but I do kind of want to mention that like the other thing that like Black Metal Productions was like made for was I want to do a lot more, obviously just creative shit. And this is just like the beginning, doing podcasting and stuff. But I also want to be able to like produce music with my friends and just make crazy music and records, even people who are non-musical. Bo, I know you always complain about you not being able to rap. I want us to do a rap song together sometime, Bo. I think we could spit bars.
Because you think I'm black? It's because you think I'm black. Huh?
No, because we both enjoy hip-hop music and I'm able to talk about it like a white person.
Facts.
That's the difference between you and I.
It's all good. If you can make a rap song, I can make a rap song.
Yeah, I made a rap song. No Purpose, streaming now on all digital fucking platforms. Link in the bio.
I
blah, blah,
downloaded
blah.
it on Apple Music.
I love you, Joel. You're my biggest fan. Yeah, if my fucking stupid ass that just listens to death metal all the time can make a rap song, Bo, you can jump on a song and fucking spit bars. Joel,
I'll
we
start
can
writing
make
for you.
Disney songs or whatever the hell you listen to. We can make Johnny Cash. What do you listen to?
What?
Hank
What does he
Williams?
listen to?
I
Yo,
listen to everything.
Yo, I vividly remember us like singing one random song. I forgot what it was.
It
Something about a
was,
garden.
Billy
Something
Joel,
about a garden.
bro.
Yeah,
I
it was
was
Billy
thinking about
Joel.
that song the other day.
Yeah,
She'll
every time I
promise
saw
you
Joe, we
more
started
than
singing
the
that song.
Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
She'll carelessly cut you and laugh while you're bleeding.
I
Yeah,
don't remember this at all.
it was
That was just
football
like-
season. We never
Yeah.
played, so we could sing the whole time on the buses.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
it was
That was
football
that
season
was
and shit
going
like that.
That was going down to Burlingame.
Yep.
I remember that.
Remember my balls, Joel? We'll talk about that on a different episode.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta come up soon. That's gotta come up.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to wrap. We've been going for a bit. I appreciate you two doing this with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad
Sure.
that I'm finally doing something creative.
Oh God.
Fucking thank you for joining us, whoever's
We
listening.
gotta keep it up.
We
Thanks.
definitely do. Like homework for you two. Go out, have fun, have stories for like next week.
I bet.
Bet.
And to
All right.
our tens of followers out there, thank you.
Thank you for all our support. Merch coming soon.
Have
Yes.
merch.
Merch coming soon.
Thank you.
All right. I love you guys. Talk to you later.
Thank
Yeah, I
you.
love you too.
Adios.
Bye.
See ya.
Adios.